So I'm going to start something new. I know I'd originally said in an earlier video that I wanted to do a podcast, and I guess that can still happen. But I also realized that between being a single parent, working, living in a foreign country, my daylight hours are just so minimal. Really, the nighttime is the time that I have to myself and the time that I can work on other projects. I even usually work at night as well. But I end up staying up a little late because I just would like to have some extra time for me and to do those kind of things. So I kind of had this idea to do a Jungleside chat every once in a while. And so this idea was sparked. So I met a YouTube subscriber, which was awesome. So I really didn't have any idea that anyone was even really watching my videos. I was just kind of posting them for fun. And a woman had reached out to me over a month ago and said she was coming to Costa Rica and she was thinking about moving. So we actually met up here in Dominical, so it was really cool, and I really enjoyed speaking with her, and it was a really great experience. And she was a wonderful person. She leaves tomorrow, so we got to meet up twice, watched a sunset together, brought my kid, said like, hey, I'm a real person. So I do have someone who can vouch for me to let you all know I'm a real person. So that was a really cool experience. But so we did talk about some things, and it kind of sparked this interest in mine, I guess, just to share. You know, I really like writing, but I just don't really have the energy to put into a blog at the moment. So I guess another easier way for me to share would just be to kind of do it spontaneously when I have things I want to share about. So yeah, so these will be kind of like Jungleside Chats. And yeah, so today I actually, in speaking with her, I was reflecting a lot about the journey on, you know, people who might be interested on leaving their full-time job or whether it's a part-time job and actually following their passions. So, and also with our Jungleside Chats, you're probably going to hear neighborhood noises. I have neighbors, dogs, definitely dogs. And I hope you can hear the jungle because it's pretty cool. There's definitely a lot of animals around here. Alright, so where was I? So, yeah. So, man, what a crazy experience it is to, leave everything that's very certain behind and kind of jump into something totally new. Kind of like my experience here coming to Costa Rica. We talked a lot about how did you plan? How did you know where to go? Just kind of like how do you figure things out? And I don't know. I guess I can just say that I feel like I'm personally one of those people that when I get an idea and things start rolling, I mean, it happens fast. Like I said, I thought I would move out of the country in like a year to a year and a half, and then it ended up being 6 months and I left. Or maybe it was 7 months. But either way, a very short time frame, and I had already had my place picked, and I had just gone and taken a leap and figured it out. But I also understand that that might not make sense to a lot of people. For me, I just had a very strong intuitive pull of like, I have to go, and I have to go somewhere, and I'm just going to do that. So it's a funny feeling. I mean, what happens when you wake up one day, or it's been days and weeks and months, and you're like, wait, I'm not really enjoying where I am. What can I do about it? I mean, I don't think that a person needs to just completely all of a sudden quit everything, move to another country. I don't feel like maybe that might not be the right thing for every person. I think everyone has their own middle ground, and all of this is just so dependent on each person and what they want or what steps they want to take. If they want to take a big drastic leap, or if they want to take baby steps, if they want to plan some more, which I would also recommend. Or if they just want to dive on in head first and know that the universe has got their back and they'll be just fine, which it has your back either way with baby steps or big leaps. It's just going to be like what feels best for you. And I do believe that you can stay in your job and maybe focus on what you can do to make that situation feel better. Like, what can you do on your day-to-day life? So for me, personally, moving to Costa Rica wasn't just about like, I don't want to work at this job anymore, I'm just going to go somewhere. For me, I just felt like overall my life was lacking passion. And I'm a very passionate person. I want to feel passionate in all areas of my life, and I want to enjoy what I'm doing. So, yeah, I was enjoying, my job was good, and it's not like I was dreading every day waking up and going to work and just dying. That definitely wasn't the case. I had a pretty nice job, and it was still good. But for me, I was just really lacking passion, and I do feel like maybe what we're all looking for these baby steps is we're just stepping back. I don't think that was for me. It sounded like my neighbor yelling something. But, okay, where was I? So yeah. Maybe if someone's not feeling really satisfied and fulfilled with what they're doing, it's because they're not passionate about it. So it doesn't mean that you have to drop everything and run to a whole nother country just to find your passion. Or maybe it could. I think there's a lot of different ways to find what you're passionate about, or not even just what you're passionate about. It doesn't have to be one thing, maybe I haven't, I guess I'm passionate about helping people, but I don't really know how that's going to pan out or what that's going to really look like. I chose social work for a reason, and I do love social work, and I love helping people. And I've been in a lot of helping roles, and I've really enjoyed them, and it's been wonderful. And I hope to step back into that. Right now I'm definitely doing more administrative stuff, which again kind of brings me to another point. So let's say if you're not ready to leave your job, I guess it's really just what are we trading our time for? So if you're at your job and you're trading your time so you can do other things in your life, then maybe that can also just bring more passion into your life. So right now I'm just doing executive virtual assistant work, which is, it's great. It's not my passion. It's not fueling my inner fire, and I'm not just waking up just oh my God, I cannot wait to just check these emails. But I am so passionate about the life that it's allowing me to live. It's allowing me to work from home, live by the beach, be at home with my kid. I didn't want to have to send her to a daycare. And also, really for me, I guess it's just been balance. So, no, I'm not super passionate about whatever emails I'm answering or whatever tasks I'm doing, but I am so happily doing them, and I feel good about doing it at this point in my life because of all the other things. Basically what I'm trading that time for each day working is just so worth it. Like I said, between getting to be home with my kid, and a really awesome thing as a parent is I can afford to have some time off. And I definitely want to do a video about time off when you're a parent, because it is just so necessary. And I felt like if I was in the same position living in the United States, for me personally, I don't know if I would be able to afford $15 an hour for a babysitter, or whatever they cost nowadays. I really have no idea. I don't even know how much daycare costs nowadays in the United States, but I'm pretty sure that it just wouldn't work out for me. But here, here, it's just allowed me to live a much better balanced life. I can afford to have my time off. I have a wonderful woman who can come help me, and it's affordable. So, yeah, if you're not ready to make that jump, that's totally fine. And maybe your job that you're doing now isn't your total passion, but it's allowing you to pursue other passions. Maybe art's your passion, but you haven't figured a way how to just do that for the rest of your life. I do strongly feel there is always a way to do everything that you want to do. And it's just baby steps and learning. And sometimes I get hard on myself. I'm like, well, I want to be way further steps ahead than I am now. Which I think we all do, and I guess it's just to kind of take a step back and slow down and try to enjoy the journey of where you're at and what that looks like on a day-to-day basis, which all for me just kind of comes back to passion. So right now I'm passionate about the life that I'm able to live. No, I'm not as passionate about my position, but actually the tasks that I'm doing, they're, like I said, they're not lighting me from the inside out. Which is totally fine, because I'm so content and happy doing them because of everything else that's going on in my life. Eventually, one day, I do see myself, I want to move into having a career in something I'm really passionate about. And I felt that before, so I know what it feels like and I know it exists. But I'm also just kind of respecting that right now even though my kid's a year and 7 months, I'm still a new mom. And I'm still, learning and figuring that out. That alone is just its own biggest task, and I would love to do videos on parenting because it's super interesting. It's such a crazy journey. It's unbelievable. But so that alone, so I'm just trying to be gentle with myself and be fine with the fact that it's okay. I don't need to be all the way at the finish line yet, because once I get to the finish line, I'm going to want more, or there's going to be something else, or a whole nother project, or who knows. So yeah, I'm just finding the balance of being happy where you are and being super excited for what's to come, and be okay with those baby steps. You don't need to be at the finish line or wherever you think that is. And just take that time and yeah, invest in yourself, and maybe take some time reconnecting with what your passions are. Gosh, I think when my kid turned a year old, I was like, wait, what do I like to do again? Because I had spent like a whole year, tending and caring to this child and working and everything. And then, I don't know, something hit me when she was like a year old. I was like, wait, I'm a person. And it's just like, I totally forgot that. But yeah, so a lot of it is just discovering of what do I like to do? What do I even like? So that's been actually kind of fun, exploring new things, re-exploring old things, and again, not putting any pressure on any of it, because I think we're just here to enjoy and have fun and create. But I'm also a very practical person, so I like to take all those fun, joyful aspects of, like life can be lighthearted, it can be fun. I do believe, lessons and things happen for a reason, and they come into our lives for many different reasons, for a lot of different just growth and learning. But it's like, how do we turn our dreams into, or our dreams and our passions into our living? And that I do feel is possible. I will not allow someone to tell me that my head's in the clouds or something of that sort, because you know what? I have my favorite quote. It says, "Those who are committed always find a way," and I've lived by that ever since. I think I read it when I was searching for my birth family in Russia, and that'll be another story. Super fun one. It's a crazy one. Super cool. And I just remembered that, like, those who are committed always find a way. And for me right now, my commitment is to living a life of balance and rediscovering those passions and actually living through them. And it's so fun to watch other people doing the same thing. And it's fun to talk to people who are curious about it, because I feel like we've all been somewhere on that spectrum. And it's just a really fun conversation to have and really awesome to talk about. And that might be about it for our candlelit chat tonight. Just wanted to talk about passions. I think just since it came up today. Maybe some days it'll be parenting, I'm not sure. Again, I guess, one more note. I know, like, how social media is, it's just crazy. Everybody, like, has to make everything look so perfect. And, I guess one thing I've learned from, like, moving and being in a different country, like, Costa Rica, like, literally is paradise. It's gorgeous. But, it definitely has come with its struggles. Those have been huge learning experiences. But, especially with the holidays coming up, maybe I want to do a video on that too. And then we are going back for Christmas, but Thanksgiving just passed yesterday. And, I don't know. I've just, at the end of the day, it's just like who you're with, and if you like being with yourself. Like, honestly, I've been on, like, such a beautiful beach here, and I've just had you can have a bad day and be in a beautiful place, because you're just with you all the time. And I guess that's just what's most important, and that's what I've been reflecting on a little bit, especially during these holidays. And we are going home in a week, so I'm really excited. And I guess maybe my videos might be in a different place, because we'll be in Virginia, and we won't be in the jungle anymore for like 4 weeks, which will be, I'm feeling a break. It's going to be really good, and I'm really excited to spend time with family and loved ones, because it definitely, when you do decide to move away, it's, you miss a lot. So I'm excited to go back and catch up and get to share all those memories and moments, especially when you have a child. And I'm close with my family. I mean, I guess everyone's situation could be different, but yeah, when you decide to move away, or if you decide to sometimes go follow your passions and your dreams, they can lead you a lot of different places, which is super beautiful. And it's totally okay to miss the things that are at home too, wherever home is. All right, well, that's it for tonight. I'm going to probably watch some Shark Tank and go to sleep. Good night.